Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to today's Harmonize to Energize. Welcome, everybody. Hope you've all been having a great week. A particular warm welcome to anybody who is new to the art of Jin Shin Jyutsu. The art of Jin Shin Jyutsu is an art of harmonizing life energy as it flows through our bodies. And in Jin Shin Jyutsu, we do that by placing our fingers, thumbs, palms of our hands, back of our hands on what we call safety energy locks. There's 26 of them, left and right of the spine, including the arms. When these safety energy locks are open, energy, chi or ki can flow freely, and we can be in harmony. And the reverse is also true. So by placing our hands in these safety energy locks in different patterns, which we call flows, we can bring back harmony or maintain harmony. So particularly for those of you that are brand new, I would like to show you our website so you get a bit of a sense of where you can connect with us. Let's just share the screen here. All right, here is our website, jsjinc.net, and the 3 W's are in front of that. And you can see a picture of Mary and some other photos. And here is where you'll get a snapshot of basically what's upcoming, whether it's a webinar or in person. And the next 2-hour webinar, these are special topic webinars, normally on weekends, on Saturdays, will be Kidneys Are the Root of Life, an essential aspect of our being with Sarah Harper. And I will be your host. Here are all the details, and you can register today. And there's a PayPal link as well. You get 3 months of replay for these webinars, and in fact, you get 3 months for all the classes. And we have a class coming up June the 4th, a special topic class, a 3-day class called Fascination with Fascia. The journey, someone's got a spelling error there. Whoops. Journey within our cellular matrix, beginning June the 4th with Anita Willoughby in Tampa, Florida. This is going to be in person. So if you'd like to join that in person, here's all the information. And you can register today by clicking on there. Coming up Friday, Sunday, June the 10th to the 12th, there's an online special topic class, 12 organ flows. This is, again, with Sarah. Here is all your information, your organizers, Debbie and Terry. There's where you register. And again, all these classes have 3 months of replay. There's some study groups coming up with Sarah, Maria, and Jill. There's an opportunity for new and more experienced people to ask questions and expand their understanding of Jin Shin Jyutsu. And the May 27th study group is based around joint pain, blood essence, chi, skin conditions. And your organizer's there, and you register there, $45. If you've missed any class or you signed up and you couldn't be live, you'll get the replay. But if you didn't see and didn't sign, you can also click on any of these links and the replays are there, pay the fee, and you can get the link and watch. Okay, so today is Mystery Presenter Mystery Presenter Day, and today's Mystery Presenter is, it's Gail Okray from Wisconsin, a very experienced, long-time Jin Shin Jyutsu practitioner and organizer from Green Bay. Welcome, Gail.
Thank you so much, Terry. I'm Like Terry said, I'm Gail Okray, and I'm from Green Bay, Wisconsin. And it is so great to be here. I am so honored that you asked me to share my story and a little self-help today.
Okay, well, here we go. I'm going to maximize Gail, and I'm minimized. Here you go, Gail. You're on.
Okay, thank you so much.
That's
I
all
just want to give a special shout out to anyone in the Midwest, since that's where I live in the United States. I'm going to start a little with my background about myself and how I discovered Jin Shin Jyutsu. Or when I tell my story, I like to say how Jin Shin Jyutsu found me. It was in 1996, and I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia after not feeling well for many, many years. And at that time, and I don't believe it's changed too much, the philosophy, the Western solutions focused on narcotics, sedatives, and antidepressants. At that time, I was 40 years old. I had a very young son, and I really didn't want to go down that road of taking those drugs, those mind-altering drugs. So I was really inspired to find a different approach to help me feel better. And I really did need to feel better. I had a very busy life and I had many people depending on me. I had deep pain, lack of sleep, restless leg. I had stiffness and mobility issues. And oh my goodness, did I have brain fog. I should have had stock and Post-it notes, to be frank. And everybody just wants to be able to run and play with their kids, garden, walk their dogs. And I really had a challenge doing any of this. So in 1998, my sister Carol, she signed us both for our first 5-day Jin Shin Jyutsu basic seminar. That class, it changed the course of my whole life. My goal when I went there was, I just want to feel better. Isn't that what we all want? I just want to feel better. Soon after that class, people started asking me, what are you doing? You look so much better. You're mobile. What are you doing different? And I told them I had been taking classes in a gentle touch therapy called Jin Shin Jyutsu. And then they would ask me, can you help me? And that's how I started giving treatments, taking more classes, learning more about Jin Shin Jyutsu, and teaching self-care classes. So it really spurred me to create my office called Key Elements for Health. And my office is a bit unique, is that I see people in that office and I also see animals. So I offer sessions for people and I teach self-care class for people, but I also give sessions to animals and home care for people, animal owners, to help their animals. So it's just been a beautiful journey, and self-care was so important for me and helped me so much that I love sharing it with everybody else. I do have a website. It is keyelementswi.com, and my Facebook page that I give a lot of tips on, Key Elements for Health. So throughout this time, I've been a Jin Shin Jyutsu practitioner for well over 25 years, and it is the best job ever because I get to help so many people and have some self-care that can help me. So I'm always able to help myself out of any kind of stuckness. Sometimes I say the muck and mire of life as we move forward so we can live our life happy and healthy. So throughout this whole process, some of my clients asked me if I would create some online courses so that they can tap into some of the self-care. And so I really love doing this stuff. So I created some course dedicated to fibromyalgia and arthritic conditions. And I also had some free courses to help people. So there's a link on my site that you can find those. So as I worked through, and Jin Shin Jyutsu helped me become so much happier, so much more vitality. in my life. I was able to do so many things with my family. I really wanted to also look for another way in order to bring this to more people. And I'm pretty excited. We just sent, my friend and I, who's a fellow practitioner, just launched a guided meditation, that is on Insight Timer. And it's an app, and it's really easy to use. So my friend Margaret Meter, and that's who you'd find it under, she's a composer and voice teacher and a Jin Shin Jyutsu practitioner, and she composed the music behind it that is inspired by each flow that we're giving the guided meditation. So it's a wonderful app, easy to use, and I hope you check it out. So one of my clients, I get so much inspiration from them. They're just so wise. One of them gave me this statement last week, and they say, Gail, health, like life, is a journey. And isn't that true? Aren't we all on a journey? And I would really encourage you to add Jin Shin Jyutsu to your toolbox for health to help you on that journey. So I am going to share with you a few self-cares that I have used throughout the years that were so helpful for me with my fibromyalgia. And it's really what I give my clients who are suffering from chronic illness to help them. It'll help maintain that flexibility, help you be adaptable and adjustable. And for those who know Safety Energy Lock 22, this is the first one we're going to start with. Safety Energy Lock 22 is located right here by your collarbone, and you can just gently touch it. Place your fingertips there. Many people are comfortable this way, holding on the same side. My preference is to cross my hands and hold that Safety Energy Lock 22. Let us begin with a slow exhale and release thoughts and feelings that no longer serve you. As we inhale and receive the blessing and abundance that are available to everyone, every one of us. And we exhale. I am adaptable and flexible as I move through my life. And as we exhale, and inhale, do you feel your shoulders dropping? Have you felt a change or noticed a change in your breath? How are you sitting on your chair? Is there an ease running through your body? Are you much more comfortable exactly where you are? What a beautiful self-help. This is my favorite self-help. I used it very, very often. And let me share with you a little bit of how this impacted me. Winters were always quite challenging for me. And those temperature degree changes, man, they would stop me in my tracks. I was my own weatherman. I knew those storms were coming 2 days before they came. I held my 22s every year, every night for 1 year. And here's what I found. That 4-degree change that used to impact me so much changed to a 20-degree drop in temperature, and my legs would just jiggle. What a change that made in my life and what an impact. I didn't have to worry about what was going to happen. I didn't have to prepare in case, oh my gosh, there's a front coming through. I better get some of this stuff done in case I get really, really laid flat out in bed for a couple hours. So all that worry, all that planning left just by holding this beautiful safety energy lock every night for a year. What a blessing that was. Safety Energy Lock 22 also helps adapt to our environment and circumstance. So I began to not feel so stuck because the weather change was coming in. And for those who have arthritic conditions or that fibromyalgia label, that can be quite a concern. So it took away that concern. And so therefore I was able to plan activities and have fun with my family and enjoy my life. So I want to leave you with this last self-care routine. So we're going to change our hand positions, But I have a little reminder for you. On this journey to health, there is no roadmap to follow. Remember, you are the map maker. So use this piece in your map to help you recapture your health and maintain your health. Jin Shin Jyutsu is a perfect fit for that. So not only did I discover that this next self-help I'm going to share with you was beneficial for myself, but I also gave it as home care to a beautiful chow chow that I had joy time together. So the safety energy lock that we're going to have our self-care with right now is 25, for those who know that. We're going to find our 25s. It's on our sit bones. So we're going to take our hands and we're going to sit on our hands. And while you are sitting with your hands underneath you, you are going to begin to feel that bony area as you sit on your hands. There you go. You found it. Safety Energy Lock 25. Let's exhale and let go of anything you're carrying at this moment. And we inhale and receive the vitality and ease of being. As we exhale, I am regenerating and restoring my body, mind, and spirit. My inhale improves, my mind calms. As I exhale, I release all that deep fatigue. This recharges my body and mind. I like to refer to it as our power nap. When I had such deep fatigue, I would sit on my hands for 20 to 30 minutes just to recharge myself, so I had the energy to go about the rest of my day. And it was a beautiful moment just to sit, feel regenerated, so I could go on with my day and clear my head, clear my thoughts. So I love it, and I use it to this day as a nice power nap during my lunch hour. For my son, I used to hold his 25s as he sat on my lap to calm him down so he could take his afternoon nap, because he was so busy, he didn't want to shut his brain down to take his nap. And believe me, his mother needed him to take his nap. So I used to hold his 25s just to calm him, calm his mind, and get him to be able to fall asleep in the afternoon. How does that feel with that 25? How are you sitting in your chair? I can tell my breath has changed in its rhythm. My mind is much calmer. I am much more at ease and peace. So my message today, and thank you so much, Terry, for asking me, is to empower yourself and take care of yourself using Jin Shin Jyutsu self-care. It has made such an impact on my life, and I really, really encourage everyone to check it out, try it, experience it for yourself. It is one of the best kept secrets that we're trying to around, and we are trying to share. Terry's trying to really make everyone aware of this beautiful, beautiful art of harmonizing our body. Thanks, Terry.
Thank you. Wow. I don't know about everybody else who's watching right now, but, I generally hold the 22s this way, I must say. But this makes it much more comfortable. And it, and like the hug, it's like, I felt as though I was embracing and loving myself here. And it felt very soothing. So thank you. And then you combine, this is going to bring the energy down, of course. And then you combine that with the 25 to bring the energy up. Down the front, up the back. I tell you, if you want basic principles of Jin Shin Jyutsu in 2 simple moves, you just got it.
Thank you.
I honestly, you certainly explained a way how, not a way, but you've explained very clearly how you've journeyed with Jin Shin Jyutsu and so remarkably too. Did you have anything you wanted to add to what you're doing right now, or the animals, or anything you want to? And does anyone have any questions?
I think the only thing is that extra app that we've just, my friend and I put together. And I think that is really going to help a lot of people on Insight Timer. So it's a guided self-care app for use.
Oops, where'd you go? Go, you disappeared. Insight Timer, I think I heard. Insight Timer. Just to let you know, folks, Gail did mention to me that despite having this new underground cable, there has been a little bit of an issue with her internet. I can reload the page to see if that will help, but that'll mean, oh, she's gone out. Maybe she's realized that she has to come back in. So I apologize for that. And, I'm seeing some of you are still not getting the link. And I wrote again to Webinar Jam, and some reply that I got suggested that, they've been looking into it and it's all looking good. But here's the thing. It's been suggested to me for a little while now to, two things, we've talked about monetizing Harmonize to Energize. That may happen in the future. But they've also talked about moving to Zoom. And I know some of you, you're not too keen on Zoom. I don't know whether that's because you don't quite know that you can turn your camera off and you can turn your mic off, or somehow it just doesn't work for you. But the reality is that's probably where we're going to have to go because of the instability that we're currently experiencing with Webinar Jam. And we definitely have a lot more people usually on this webinar than we're currently getting because of the hiccups. So hang on in there, and I'm going to be talking about the next step with the people that need to know. And I'll send an email. If all of a sudden it's going to be a Zoom, you will receive Zoom links, and it might be helpful to me if some of you would like to email me and tell me what your thoughts are about that, in terms of, are you prepared to come on if we have Zoom? I think it could be quite exciting, and I think it's a lot more reliable than what we're experiencing right now. And as I say, there is talking about a small fee. We talked about it before, and that may be coming up soon. So I just wanted to let you know that that's all under discussion too. And I hope that doesn't deter folks from saying that they'd like to join. So thinking about that. But in the meantime, Gail, I'm sorry you left before I could say au revoir, because she is totally one of the most experienced Jin Shin Jyutsu practitioners. And I can definitely tell, someone who's had a lot of experience with presentations too. I mean, she's done incredibly well over the years. Did everyone get a note of her website? And we put it down here somewhere. And her app, Insight Timer app. What was it? KeyElementsWI.com. So there's going to be a www in front of that. And Terry, you're having a great day. Ignore that last one. I'm just going to have to edit that. There you are. Whoop.
There I am. Sorry. Like I said, we have a little internet glitches around here the last 2 months. So thank you.
I was suggesting that was probably what had happened, that you had a glitch. But hey, I've been just chatting about the potential move towards Zoom, and then I put your website. Is that correct? www.keyelementswi.com.
Correct.
Okay, and the app, Insight
Timer.
Is that one word?
Yeah.
Okay, Insight.
Yeah, if you go on the App Store and you go Insight Timer.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's insighttimer.com.
Oh, okay. And it's all one word, yeah?
I believe so, yeah.
Insight.
And they have to look up Margaret Meter.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay,
not
let's
me.
do that. Margar or ER?
ARET.
Yeah.
MEDER.
MED. Oh, just one E?
One E.
Okay.
MEDER.
I'm having an interesting day. I need to get rid of that. And I need to capitalize that. I think I just heard a cat. It's not mine, by the way. Did you have anything else you wanted to add about anything coming up?
Yes. What else did I want to add? Nope, I'm going to be having in-person classes again, hopefully in the next month. And maybe some things online.
Oh, are you talking about an in-person self-help that you're going to do?
In-person self-help, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So, and people can find that out when they go to your website?
When they go to my website, or if you follow me on Facebook, my Facebook for Key Elements for Health.
Right.
Facebook. We have at least 3 posts a week. One is Monday's Motivational Monday. Wednesday's Wagon Wednesday. It's all about the dogs and the animals. So it's Wagon Wednesday. And Friday is Feeling Good Friday. So we give you a self-help that'll help you out through the weekend.
Wonderful.
So every week we have 3 posts. And then we let everyone know if we're having self-care classes, or sometimes we do them online.
Nice.
So, yeah,
you're well ahead of the game, Gail.
I've been doing that for quite a number of years. So and it's just we've had just a fun little adventure. I recently been having very fragile children come into my office, little babies, and so my friend Margaret Meter, one of her children was a medically fragile child. And so we're looking at pulling a workshop together to help parents help themselves for the caregiver and help their children with medically fragile children. So that's kind of in our works, that we're going to do something with that.
Wow. I mean, folks, this is just a beautiful journey, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean, where you've experienced something that was very limiting and you've turned it around.
Yeah.
And, you've expanded upon it, and now it's an ongoing invite to everyone to not only share in remedies for fibromyalgia, but with the animals and everything. It's really become quite an expansive story that you're sharing with everyone, and giving them wisdom and practices that will serve them for the rest of their life.
Yes. And, I am so blessed. Like I said, Jin Shin Jyutsu found me, and I am so happy to share it. It has made such an impact. And actually my animals, because I show dogs also. So when I do dogs, I do performance animals. My dogs run. I can now compete with them in agility and conformation. I can actually run an agility course.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not
always so fast, but at least I can.
Yeah, folks, Gail, and actually her sister, some of you might know Carol, Gail's sister, and you have another sister, Mary. They've been some of the strongest advocates, particularly Gail and Carol, who were both organizers for Jin Shin Jyutsu for many, many years, stalwart advocates for Jin Shin Jyutsu. So if you have any questions about Jin Shin Jyutsu that are not being answered either at a course, because I know going to some of these 5-day classes, basic seminars and all that, even if it's online and you get a replay, sometimes, the personal touch, talking to someone on the phone or what have you, I don't know if that's something you encourage, people phoning you or whatever. I'm giving you all this publicity here.
I don't mind. Just try to not make it after 9:00 Central Time.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'm always here to help. I'm always here to answer questions the best I can at my knowledge at the time. And I'm always learning.
Beautiful. So Yona here is asking, do you do one-on-one remotely?
Yes, I do. Yes,
okay.
I do. So if you go on my website, I have an online booking app also. You can always call me, but I also have an online scheduler. And then you can pick from the drop bar if you want a remote, or if you want a animal session or a person session. And even now I have my children's sessions listed on there. So with costing and prepay and all that stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
It's all set up.
Folks,
waiting for you.
I think just listening to Gail earlier and now, and knowing how she has developed her business over the years, I know she's got quite a lot of expertise on the business side as well. So if any of you are looking to mirror someone who's set up a successful business with Jin Shin Jyutsu, you might want to do a remote conversation on that subject as well, because I don't know if you offer advocacy on that, but honestly,
I do.
You do, yeah. She really has, over the years, shown a great deal of experience with how you can set up your own business and succeed. You know, you got to have a bit of passion and a bit of motivation, which Gail has more than her fair share, I might add, and that helps.
That helps. That's half of it.
Yeah, that helps. And she works with our furry friends, our four-legged friends, which
I'm more than happy to help practitioners if they have some questions, if they want to learn a little bit more about throwing some more stuff online and Facebook. I've got some nice tips of how to manage that Facebook page. Nice.
Right.
So it doesn't run you, because you have people to see.
Well, you know, I personally think I picked up one of your publications, or at least you pointed me in the right direction about Facebook a while back. I just think Gail is a delightful source of information and an experience source, and you need the balance of both. You know, I can sit here and smile, but if I don't actually have anything to offer you, but Gail will definitely have a wealth of experience. So it's been an honor and a pleasure to have you, Gail, and we finally got you. I mean, Gail's a busy person.
That took a little planning for me to get here today.
Yeah, I mean, I had to put the screws on a little bit about the timing, but you know, because there's a lot of change going on. But you know, hopefully, we'll have Gail back, and maybe by then it will be Zoom. Probably by then it will be Zoom, because it is unfortunate that a lot more of you aren't getting on. So, you know, it's just too bad the Webinar Jam aren't, you know, servicing us as well as they used to. But yeah, maybe it's a message. Maybe it's time to move on. And maybe Zoom is the way we're going to move.
And so, I'm excited at May 10th, every year, this is what your outreach can be. Sorry, Terry, don't want to go too far off your platform, but for practitioners, I've been speaking at our lifelong learning through an outreach through our university for probably 6 years.
Have you really?
Oh, yeah. And I go do a presentation and I rotate them. And what's nice for me is I can try new nuances of that presentation. And for many years, I did a classroom setting, and I think I capped it at 50. I had a waiting list for 2.5 years.
Wow.
So we finally said, hey, Gail, do you care if it's bigger? No, I don't care. Bring them in. Whatever we need, the more the merrier. I want to empower everyone. And so we go into the ecumenical center before COVID, and I would have 87 people in the ecumenical center doing a presentation.
Wow.
So when I did it online last year, I think I had 78. And now this year, because of COVID, we pulled me down to an in-person in the classroom. So I think I'll probably have 40 or something like that. Mm-hmm. But I'm telling you, there are opportunities out there for you practitioners. Just got to look for them. And I'm more than happy to give you ideas.
There you are, folks. Look no further. Connect with, again, through your website. Mm-hmm. Do you want me to give your email at this point or no?
Sure, you can.
Oh, okay. So let's get it down. It's, you tell me.
It's Gail, GAIL, JSJ at gmail.com.
That's right. Yeah.
Or you can go, my office one is Gail at keyelementswi.com. Either one will get you there.
Let's do that one then. Gail at keyelementswi.com. Perfect. Yeah, you're reminding me so much from the days before I moved to America and teaching self-help in England. It's good to be reminded, because it's easy to sometimes overlook the fact that, you know, there's a lot of people out there looking for some platform, and educational, college, whatever, is often the platform that they first hear about. Mm-hmm. You can have your own private sessions, of course, in your office, but you know, educational institutions often are good ways of getting to meet a lot of people and spreading the message. So thank you for that reminder. So without further ado, I'm just going to say, this was an honor again, and thank you, Gail. And I hope when you're not too busy in the future, we'll get some set up with Zoom and have you back on. And maybe you want to consider, I don't know, it's up to you, whether you want to bring in any of your furry friends as well. I mean, people.
I'd love to.
Yeah. People love that too.
Oh.
I mean, we've had Adele, and we've had Liz Watson from up there in Virginia, whose father was a vet. Do you know Liz?
I think I've met her.
Yeah, so we've had, but only a couple. So it would be lovely to have others that work with animals.
Yeah.
And you are a long termer.
It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, thank you. The replay's going to be on. You should get one from Webinar Jam. You should. But I also download this, and it'll be on Facebook, YouTube, JSJ YouTube official, JSJ official, the replay, which I will do straight after this. And all of you, I wish you well for the rest of the day, weekend, rest of the week until next Friday. And I will be in touch as soon as we've got some definite plans in place for a new approach, and I will let you all know. Until then, take care. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Cheerio. And thank you, Gail. And you take care. And
thank you, Jerry. And do your homework, everyone.
Yeah, there you are.
Your own care.
22s.
And 25.
I have to get used to this because I've always done it that way. But yeah, this makes much more sense.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Take care, everyone.
Thank you.
We'll be seeing you. Thanks, Gail.